Hey everyone, it's Capo back with another Before You Buy review. Today we're diving into the brand new Samurai Souls Armory. I'll be breaking down everything you need to know so you can decide if this one's a must-have or something to skip. But before we get into it, do me a big favor and smash that like button. It really helps other people find this video. And if this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon. We're super close to hitting 100k subscribers, and I know we can get there together. Alright, let's dive in. First up, we're gonna talk about the 4 main rewards you can snag from this armory. I'll explain how the armory works, the odds of getting each item, guarantees, and all you need to know about. So let's kick things off with the first one, the CX9 Vibrant Ashes. Now it's worth pointing out that all 4 of these legendaries in the Samurai Souls armory are dripping with samurai vibes. Each one comes with its own unique holographic samurai mask. These masks aren't just different colors of the same design, they are totally distinct from one another, adding a fresh twist to each blueprint. Take the CX9 Vibrant Ashes for example. This bad boy sports a sleek yellowish gold color scheme, making it stand out. Each legendary has its own color palette that really makes it pop. Alright, so let's talk about what makes the CX9 Vibrant Ashes really special. First off, you'll notice a cool detail. Black smoke is constantly billowing from this blueprint. It's a subtle but a striking effect that gives the gun an eerie, mystical vibe. Now let's get into the iron sights. I've got to say, they are a huge upgrade from the default CX9. They make aiming and shooting a lot smoother and easier, which is a big win in intense firefights. If you look closely at the kill effect, you'll notice it ties in beautifully with the samurai mask featured just behind the iron sights. While the mask might not be the same size, it's clearly the same design, adding a nice touch of consistency to the weapon's look. One of my favorite things about this CX9 is the firing sound. It's got a powerful punchy feel to it that makes each shot incredibly satisfying. Now let's talk about how it looks with different camos. Honestly, the color scheme of the Vibrant Ashes makes it a bit tricky to find the perfect match. Most of the Completionist camos don't do it justice. However, the latest tournament camos really complement it well. If I had to pick, I'd go with those or the classic diamond camo. They both look fantastic on this blueprint. So that's the lowdown on the CX9 Vibrant Ashes. Alright, moving on to our next legendary piece from the Samurai Souls armory, the M13 Risen Shadow. This beauty sports a striking mix of black and purple violet, giving it a dark and edgy look. Honestly, out of all the 4 legendaries, this one looks the most intimidating to me. It's got that fierce and battle-ready vibe. What makes the Risen Shadow even cooler is that it's designed for the M13, one of the most powerful weapons in the game. If you're a fan of the M13, this legendary is definitely something you'll want in your collection. Now let's talk about the mask. This one has a bit more detail on the sides compared to the others. It might function similarly to the other blueprints, but its distinct look really sets it apart. Now let's talk about the iron sights on this skin. I have to say, this is where the M13 Risen Shadow falls short for me. The iron sights are a bit disappointing. They've got these big hinges on the sides that can be pretty distracting. Compared to the sleek and clean sights on other M13 legendary skins, this one just doesn't quite measure up. Don't get me wrong, it's still good. But if you're used to the top tier sights from other M13 legendaries, this might feel like a step down. The kill effect, however, keeps up the cool factor. It features the same samurai mask from the blueprint, getting dramatically slashed by the smoke, which is a neat visual touch. When it comes to the Risen Shadow with camos, you have a lot more options than you did with the CX9. However, the purple-violet base color of the Risen Shadow makes it tricky to find a camo that really pops. Personally, I'd stick with a solid Completionist camo like gold. It adds a classy touch without clashing with the weapon's colors or making it look too over the top. So while the M13 Risen Shadow might not hit every mark perfectly, it is still a visually striking addition to the Samurai Souls armory. Now let's shift our focus to what might be the most intricately designed legendary skin in the Samurai Souls armory, the XPR50 Pale Thunder. This skin is packed with detail and really stands out from the rest. From the moment you see it, you can tell they went all out with this one. Unlike the other skins that stick to 1 or 2 colors, the XPR50 Pale Thunder showcases a rich palette. You've got a base of pristine white contrasted with sleek black accents. Then there are striking blue effects, swirling black smoke, and even touches of red and gold textures. It's like they threw everything into the mix to create a truly eye-catching design. This might just be the most visually stunning of the 4 legendary skins. The way these colors and effects blend together makes the Pale Thunder a real work of art. Now let's talk about something that really sets the XPR 50 Pale Thunder apart, the kill effect and its sound. When you score a kill with this beauty, listen closely. The sound effect that kicks in right after the kill is just phenomenal. It's so much more impactful than the other kill effects we've seen. If you want to compare, go back and listen to the sounds from the other legendaries. I genuinely think this one has the best audio of them all. When it comes to customizing the Pale Thunder with camos, this skin really shines. Unlike some of the other legendaries, the XPR 50 Pale Thunder looks fantastic with a wide range of camos. This is because the camos primarily replace the white parts of the blueprint, giving you a lot of flexibility in how you style it. You can transform this skin into virtually any look you want, whether you're going for something sleek and understated or bold and vibrant. The Pale Thunder adapts beautifully. It's interesting that we can't achieve this level of versatility with the other blueprints, but it just goes to show how exceptional the Pale Thunder is. In my opinion, this flexibility and the overall design make it the standout legendary in the Samurai Souls Armory. Honestly, it's tough to pick a favorite because each legendary has its own unique appeal. But if I had to choose based on design and versatility, the XPR 50 Pale Thunder might just take the crown. What do you think? Which legendary is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now let's turn our attention to a familiar favorite, the ASM10 Red Shadow. This legendary has been in Call of Duty Mobile for quite some time. I think the newer legendaries in the Samurai Souls Armory were likely inspired by the Red Shadow. The color scheme of this blueprint is top-notch, featuring a bold mix of red, gold and black. This combination not only looks striking but also gives off a classic samurai vibe. I still believe that when it comes to legendary skins for the ASM10, the Red Shadow stands out as the best. It's not just about the looks, the kill effect is phenomenal too. Every time you score a kill, it's like a splash of pain with the samurai mask, which is incredibly satisfying to watch. Given that the ASM10 is one of the oldest and most iconic weapons in Call of Duty Mobile, it's been compatible with a wide range of camos over the years. Whether you're into completionist or tournament camos, this blueprint looks fantastic with almost any camo you throw on it. So let's take a quick look at how the ASM10 Red Shadow pairs with all the different camos released so far. Now that we've covered the main rewards, let's dive into how the Samurai Souls Armory works. First off, even though there are 4 amazing legendary skins up for grabs, the chances of getting each one aren't the same. Here's how it works. When you open the armory, you'll get the option to choose one legendary skin that will have a higher chance of being obtained. We call this the chance up legendary. This chosen legendary gets an odds boost, giving it a 0.51% chance of dropping when you make a draw. The other 3 legendaries, while still available, have lower odds. Each of these has a 0.03% chance of dropping. Now let's talk about the guarantees and rules regarding duplicates in the Samurai Souls Armory. Here's how it works. If you reach 75 spins in the armory, you're guaranteed to receive a legendary blueprint. However, if you manage to snag a legendary before hitting that 75 spin mark, your progress toward that milestone resets. Essentially, the maximum you will ever need to spend to get a legendary is 75 spins. Of course, if luck is on your side, you might get your legendary much sooner than that. Here's the catch. None of the items in this armory, including the legendaries, are duplicate protected. But don't worry, there are rules in place to make sure you're not left empty-handed if you do encounter duplicates. In the worst case scenario, let's say you end up getting a duplicate legendary on your very last spin at the 75th mark. Here's what happens. That final spin won't count toward your 75th spin milestone, and the COD points spent on it will be refunded to you via in-game mail. This ensures that in your next spin, you'll receive your selected chance up legendary instead. So while duplicates can happen, these rules are designed to minimize any disappointment and ensure that you're still able to progress toward and eventually unlock the legendary you're aiming for. I hope this clarifies how the guarantees and duplicate rules work in the Samurai Souls Armory. Now here's something cool. If you end up with duplicate items from the armory, you'll earn series points based on their value. Top tier items will net you 90 series points, while middle tier items give you 20 and the cheapest items give you 6 series points. Here's the fun part. Once you accumulate enough series points, every 100 points can be converted into a free spin. This gives you a chance to earn rewards without spending additional COD points. Let's take a look at the other items you can score in the Samurai Souls Armory, along with their odds of getting them. Here's the breakdown. First up, we've got the katana, knife, dobra, shorty, and an emote, each with a 1.06% chance of dropping. These are some unique and fun items that can add a bit of flair to your loadout. Moving on, there's a 3.1% chance to score a charm, calling card, a sticky grenade, C4, heartbeat sensor, grenade, or a tempest skin. These items are more utility focused but still offer some customization options for your gameplay. Finally, the rest of the items in the armory each come with a 9.05% chance of dropping. Now here's an exciting way to earn free spins in the Samurai Souls Armory series. For each legendary item you already own, you'll receive 1,000 series points. This means if you've got the ASM10 Red Shadow, that's an automatic 10 spins you can use to try your luck. But that's not all. There are other ways to rack up series points. You can earn 500 series points just by logging in daily. It's a simple way to build up your points over time. Additionally, you'll receive a total of 300 series points from the series collection tab, where they showcase Completionist Rewards and more. So when you've collected all 4 legendaries from the Samurai Souls Armory, you unlock some awesome Completionist Rewards. Here's what you get: a mythic calling card that's sure to stand out, a legendary frame, also samurai themed to highlight your achievements, an epic emote featuring all 4 legendary blueprints, the samurai completionist icon for your profile, plus a special reload animation that adds flair to your gameplay. That wraps up this video. I hope you found it informative and enjoyable. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more gaming insights. Check out my other videos for more tips and updates. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.